Hey everyone, I'm Isabella.
I'm Kahijah.
And we have
3
kids. 3. And our oldest is 3. Are you blending? I can't go potty by myself. So, I am 25 years old. He's the same age as me. That's not important. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not. I'm 17.
He looks young, doesn't he? So, I originally started my blog, like a written blog, probably about a year and a half ago, and when I was really going through some things. And I didn't really take it seriously. It was more kind of like an outlet just to vent and not go crazy. Stop it. I had 2 kids already when we met. Well, actually, we had already met back in high school. He was actually dating a friend of mine at the time. I mean, it doesn't matter because we probably, if we would have dated back then, it wouldn't have worked out anyway. We were in just in 2 different places. Actually, how we re-met, do you want to tell a story?
No, you're already there.
No, you tell a story.
There's not much of a story.
Yeah, it is. Just tell the story.
Swipe right. Swipe left.
Okay, so basically we were a match on Tinder, which is funny because actually a lot of our friends don't. Well, our friends do, but like our family doesn't really know how we went about reconnecting, re-meeting, or whatever. So yeah, we were a match on Tinder, and he slid in my DM. He did, and actually, it's kind of not embarrassing, but it's kind of sad because we almost didn't start dating because I was an asshole. I was previously out of a relationship probably 3 months beforehand, and it was a pretty bad one. And at the time, my oldest daughter was 2, and Nyla was, how old was she when
4 months.
You met her?
4 or 5 months.
She was about 5 months. So I was just really trying to focus on me, and he would text me and ask me to hang out, and I'd be like, yeah, and then at the last minute I'd back out because I just was scared of I don't know, moving on, and just scared of men in general, I think. Actually, there was a time, which actually I didn't even tell him until recently, that he was supposed to come over, and I acted like I fell asleep. But I really wasn't asleep. I was awake the whole time. I was just acting like I fell asleep.
Of course she was.
So that makes me an asshole. But yeah, so then eventually we finally hung out, and then he just never left.
And from just meeting to somehow I was over every single day. I fell in love with Nyla, fell in love with Nova, fell in love with her, and you know, here we are. Almost a year later. Yeah, so it'll actually be a year on June 20th, which is funny because for the longest we thought it was the 15th, and then on Facebook it told me it was 20th, so we don't really keep up on that. Men don't keep up. It's the woman's job.
I mean, I don't really keep up on it either because I mean,
you try
like,
to get me in trouble. Like, you remember our date? I'm like, yeah, the 15th. Oh no, it's actually the 20th. See,
well, but I admit I didn't remember. No, but I don't know. We don't really keep up on it. I think there was probably one anniversary that I made a big deal about it, and then other than that, I didn't really remember. I don't know. I think we do a really good job of expressing our love every day, so it doesn't really make a big difference. I think the reason why we wanted to start video blogging was because in this day and age, a lot of people, let's be honest, a lot of people don't want to go to a blog and read. And so I was just like, okay, well, let's just do this. Not to mention, our kids are pretty funny. They're asleep right now. You'll see clips of them at the end of this video, and the more videos we post, you'll obviously get to know them. So this blog is basically about just life as parents, especially as young parents, because like I said, we're both 25 years old, which is, it's very hard to balance being in your 20s and being a parent. I know that that's something that we both have trouble with sometimes. You know, for me, I've been doing this for 3 years. For him, it's only been a year, and you know, as we stated earlier, we'll be together for a year in June, and we literally were together for a month before falling pregnant with our daughter Nadia, which she's actually asleep like 2 feet from us right now. So a lot of our relationship was me being pregnant, and it's weird because that's supposed to be so hard, but I feel like it really brought us closer together within our first year.
Like from men and women, it's kind of different. Like, you know, women can be really emotional and sporadic and kind of just ready to get to the finish line, and, you know, as a man, you're just trying to be there for her, and I'm just trying to, like, keep the emotions in check. But I mean, I feel like ever since, you know, you had the baby, we've been like this, you know, ever since.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I am a handful without being pregnant. So with being pregnant, I'm like a you know, in The Little Mermaid, when Ursula becomes that big creature and she's in the middle of the ocean, that's me pregnant. Literally, that's me pregnant. I mean the stupidest things, like, why didn't you wash that one dish? Or just
I'm talking one dish,
yeah,
one plate, and all type of crazy stuff. But, you know, as a man, you got to just find a way to get to the finish line. And, you know, it's harder for us because, you know, you're trying to make sure you do what you can for your lady and keep her happy. And sometimes you just feel like you can't satisfy her. But at the end of the day, you know, ever since Nadia's been here, you know, everything's been, like, great. And every time I look at her, I'm like, I cannot believe this is my child.
I know, it's so weird. She looks just like him. Literally, she looks just like him. But no, like, I feel like it is harder for men because you guys don't know what it feels like to be pregnant, and you never will. So it's hard to put yourself in those shoes because that's something that you can't personally experience. So for us, it's like, why don't you understand? And for y'all, it's like, well, how can we? We can't be pregnant. So I think the whole purpose of the blog isn't just is this start off as something just for me to find. For me, it was more of a release and a mental break from my life. And now it's more of a, I guess I feel like I say things a lot of people want to say and can't, or can't put into words, or I don't know, just everyday things. Like, I know that for example, like I said, we have 3 kids, and kids are not cheap at all. We are frequent shoppers of Goodwill, and we find a lot of cute stuff, don't we, babe?
Oh, yeah, Goodwill's the plug.
We found a Ralph Lauren, like, little dress thing for Nova. We've found Juicy Couture outfits. We've found True Religion jeans. Every month we'll drop a Goodwill Finds video. We'll probably have a wide range of videos, from, you know, parenting advice to just funny videos of the kids. I don't know. I don't really have a game plan of what all I want to cover. I just know that, I don't know, I feel like we're 2 people that do really well with talking with others, and I know that our friends, well, I mean, his friends especially, have told me how much he's grown in the last year. And like I said, being young and being a parent is so tough. Because it's like your mind's still in this 20, like, I'm 20 something years old, but then you have to think of, like, oh, I have 1, 2, 3 kids, and then it's like, okay, like, I really want to do this, but I need to do this, and then sometimes your wants are different. I know for me, I'm kind of past the whole going out stage. I have been going out a lot recently just because Kahijah's mom, shout out to her, always wants to keep our kids. And so it's like, I'm not going to just sit here, so I might as well go out. And it has been great to get a release. I'm a homebody, so I don't like to leave the house a lot, and I'm literally up under my kids all the time. And he is too, but for him, it's like he needs that time away. Like for me, it's like everything fun includes them, you know what I mean? And for him, it's like I need a little bit of I don't know if you want to explain.
Yeah, I feel like it's different from men and women. I mean, women, they want to be, or Bella, I could say, she wants to be the super mom, super parent. And anytime she feels like she's away from her kids, she feels like she's not being a good parent. And I tell her all the time, like, you know, you're 25, you're doing every single thing that you can. And on top of the fact that Nova, Nyla, Nadia, you know, they love my mom. So, like, it's not a crime for us to take 24 hours or 12 hours or you know, whatever the 2-3 hours off, you know, of just taking a break, not even as a parent, just as a person, because I feel like when you're this young, you know, you need to take a break because you're going to overwhelm yourself. And then if you can't have all the energy that you need to invest into being a parent, you're not going to be the parent you want to be. So sometimes you need to take that deep breath and just have time to yourself. Like, at the end of the day, our responsibility is our kids, but at the end of the day, we still need to come first in a certain extent to our own lives, because if we're not happy with our own selves and not happy in our own lives, we can't raise them at the proper way that we need to. So sometimes you need to just create time for yourself, rather if it's sitting at the house or us going to movies or going to dinner or just going out with our friends and just having a good laugh. You know, that's not meaning we don't want to be around our kids. It's just we raise them 24/7. So if we want to take a break once a week or once a month or, you know, once every 2 weeks, you know, that's just what you got to do to be able to relieve yourself and just, you know, kind of take a deep breath and be able to parent the way you want to be versus overwhelming yourself. And I try to tell her that all the time, because she's always like, well, I just want to be around my babies all the time. And I'm like, girl, they'll be all right. They're fine. My mom loves them. They're taken care of. My grandma's there. My brother's still with my mom. He's only 16. He's still there in high school. So, I mean, you know, like, we have a great support system. So I feel like as young as we are, we have to utilize it. Now, 10 years from now, when our kids are 13 and 14 and in high school and they need us, then that's different. But, you know, like I said, that Nova's 3, about to be 4. Nyla's about to be 2. Nadia is not even 3 months yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the time where if we need to use a support system where we can be around but still have time to ourselves, this is the time that we need to utilize it, is what I try to always tell her.
And that's true. I know, and it's crazy because as much as I want to be with my kids all the time, I literally want to pull my hair out probably 80% of the time. I am a preschool teacher, so literally my whole life is children. My classroom is the beginner room, which is, you know, kids that are 2. So I'm around 16 crazy 2-year-olds, and then I come home to my crazy 3-year-old and my crazy 1-year-old, and our baby Nadia, she's pretty spoiled. So it's literally like, not to mention Kahijah works nights sometimes, and those are probably the worst days for me. I literally wake up those days and I'm like, darn it, I have to come home after this long day with these kids. I have to come home and I gotta make dinner and I gotta change diapers and I gotta, you know, make bottles all by myself. And literally we get home at like 6:15 and he may get home at 10, 11, and, you know, our kids go to bed at 8:39. So if you think about it, it's really only 2.5 hours. But those 2.5 hours are literally like, oh, so hard. Because have you ever tried to make dinner when you have 3? I mean, like, okay, I know some of you watching have kids, but we literally have 3 babies if you really want to be logical with it. I mean, Nova, it will be about 4, but toddler and 2 babies. So I know, like, while I'm making dinner, Nova's like, I want to help, and I'm like, okay, like, and you know, when you appreciate them wanting to help, but you know them helping is really just gonna make more of a mess for you to clean. And at that point in time, I have Nadia like this and trying to make dinner with this arm, and then I got Nyla crying because she wants some juice, and then I got Nova crying because she wants to help me with the vegetables, and it's just a hot mess. And then I feel like sometimes he'll come home and I'm just in a crappy mood, and it's not even towards him, but he gets the heat of it because I'm just so irritated. And I mean that's the truth. Like, I'm just so irritated, and he'll come home and, you know, he'll try and kiss me, and I'm just like, like, how dare you go to work and make money for us?
I'm so sorry.
But basically, I mean, I just feel like originally this was just gonna be me. I can't explain things from a man's point of view because I'm not a man. So we talked about, both of us, just coming together. And not to mention, we both have other things in our lives that we like to do. For example, like, I will keep my written blog. So if you are interested in reading those, you can go to 33andunder.com. All my blog posts are there. You can subscribe. If you go to the bottom of the page, there'll be a subscribe form. You can subscribe by email if you don't have a WordPress account. If you have a WordPress account, you can just click the follow button and you can reblog whatever you want to do there.
Yeah, I definitely do music. SoundCloud, KAI_BILLZ, Kai Bills. YouTube page, subscribe. You can check all that stuff out. I just recently did my newest video demonstration. Shout out to my guy Laz, the producer. You can look him up too on Instagram, LAZ producer, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. So, you know, like I said, she doing her blog and stuff. I'm trying to promote my music. You know, we just trying to be the dynamic duo and do music on top of blogging and still taking care of kids and, you know, still working at the same time.
And I feel like that's what this is all about. This is our journey, and we just want to help other people with their journeys. You know, I have this little hashtag on my Instagram that says he raps, I blog. And that's really basically what it is. The video blog, the vlog will just be our, like, us coming together. So you'll get a lot of, you know, my mommy advice. You'll get a lot of you know, his music and whatever he's doing at the moment. And then, of course, the basis of this is about how we live our lives on top of having 3 children. You know, we both are big believers, and we both, you know, we all pray in this house. Our daily life of us and the girls. And we did stick with an N theme, but Kahijah told me when we have a son that I can't name him, and he's not gonna have an N, so.
Oh yeah, that shit's over.
So yeah,
excuse my language, but it's over.
Actually, that's actually a really good poll. So you guys let us know what you think. Like, we don't plan on having another child for at least 3 years, but you tell us what you think. Like, would you feel weird if all your siblings had the same letter and then you didn't? Or would you...
And you're a different sex, you're a boy. Let's keep it real. You're a male, and all your sisters are N, Nyla, Nova, and Nadia. And if your name starts with a K or a B or a G, are you going to be like, oh my God, why is my name not start with an N? Let's be real. Most men or boys, they're not going to care. They're going to be, if anything, they're going to be happy. If the name starts with N, he's probably not going to care, like, okay, whatever. But if it's not, he's going to be like, oh, okay, well, yeah. It kind of separates me from all of my sisters, especially with him being the youngest, too.
Whatever. He wants to name our son Quran.
With a K. In the Bible, but not with a C.
That's not the Bible. The Quran is the Muslim book.
It's in the Bible too.
No, it's not.
Look it up.
I don't know. I need to read the Bible more. But no, I just don't like that name.
I love the name Quran.
He said it has to be Quran or Junior.
Yeah, Kahijah. We were thinking Knox with a K, Knox, but when Nadia, we figured out she was a girl, I was just over that name, and now I'm just kind of like, well, let's kind of scratch that out and start anew.
Well, we said Knox because it sounds like an N, but it starts with a K, so it kind of was just perfect. But
compromise. K, but silent. Now I'm just like, whatever, just scratch out the whole N sound.
So not to mention, our daughter's name was Nadia. I wanted to spell it Nadia, like, you know, like it's supposed to be spelled, but Kahijah had to be extra and add all these letters, so our daughter's name is Nadiyyah.
And my name is spelled Kahijah. So yeah, there's a similarity. And also, if you look up the name Nadia, Nadiyyah, it actually has a meaning if you look it up on Google, and it's the term for peace. So I felt like when you actually see the definition of the name and the way it's spelled, it makes sense versus just spelling it like everybody else would spell it. She's only going to tell you half of the story.
I mean, that makes sense. That's cute.
My name has a meaning. Her name has a meaning.
So my name doesn't have a meaning?
What is your
name? Actually,
mean?
My name means light of God. Thank you.
Oh, I thought your name meant grandma.
He always tells me that I have a grandma name.
Isabella.
Why do you say it like that?
That name sounds like 1937. Isabel. That's why I call you Bella.
Everybody calls me that.
Right. Nobody gonna call you Isabel.
Whatever.
Come here, Isabel. Come here, let me touch your cane.
My cane?
Mm-hmm. Your walker.
That's why your knees ashy.
Well, they can't see. Well, you right, they are. One of the right one, though.
Well, we just wanted to touch base with you guys. If there's anything specific that you want us to talk about, you can just leave comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. We're going to try and post at least one a week. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! So, our daughter woke up. Well, one of them woke up. So we thought we would just let you sneak a little peek of our little Nyla butt.
Right now. She don't
Nyla, say hi. She's not happy right now.
It's because she spilled milk on herself.
Yeah, so she likes to go to sleep with a bottle. I know some people
this is
say
the one
not
that's
to.
won. She's B2 in October, so she's still a baby.
Yeah, she's still a baby. She's just a big baby. She doesn't look like a baby, but she's still a baby. She's a daddy's girl, by the way. Clearly, look at her. Can Mama have kiss? Can Mommy have kiss? Okay. I gave birth to you.
She's sleepy.
Oh, it's on her hair.
I just told you she got milk on her because she put the sleep with the milk.
I bet you it was the bottle with the hole in the nipple. Anyway, we just thought we would let you sneak a peek.